So let's talk about the two problems that you nominated on these exams that I didn't distribute to you to do that I wanted to talk about as a large group. The first one was from exam 2, question number 9, which is a question that a number of you got wrong, but it turned out not to be very predictive of how well you did on the exam, which is kind of interesting. It's the kind of question where it's possible to know how to do this problem and still be rusty on the rest of the exam, and vice versa, to be really on top of your algebra skills, but to make a silly mistake in computing the degree of a polynomial. So I gave you a polynomial here and asked you for its degree. What does the word degree mean? What are you looking for? A power. But there are a whole bunch of powers in this expression. Which power do we want?
The largest one?
The largest one. So that's our definition for degree. Degree is the highest exponent. It's the exponent on the highest power of x after simplifying the expression. Well, this expression is already simplified. We don't have any like terms to combine or anything. So all we really need to do is search for the highest exponent that we can see. And the exponents we have to choose from are 3, 4, 1, the exponent on the plain old x, and then the 12, the constant term, has no exponent, so that's technically a 0. And so of the choices that are available, we just choose the highest one, which is 4. So there were a couple of places I think that people misfired when they were thinking about this problem. One of them is that it's usual for us to write a polynomial in what's called descending order, so that the term with the highest exponent comes first, and then a smaller exponent after that, and a smaller exponent after that. That's usually the way that polynomials are written. But it's by no means the only way to write a polynomial, and so some of you looked at the first term and said that's usually where I find the degree, so it must be right there, and said the degree was 3. Not so much, right? It doesn't matter where it appears in the expression. It matters whether it has the highest exponent. The other mistake that a number of people made is that they took the whole term, negative 2x to the fourth, and said that that was the degree. But that's not so. What we would call that is we would call it the leading term, because that includes the variable and the coefficient along with it. But if we're asking for the degree is just the exponent, just the highest exponent in that polynomial.